Alright. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we are once again streaming some Conquest Ultimate, trying to get some more perfect links. Let's just go to the next month. So, like, the only thing I did between the two things is just get do a couple more retreats, and also welcome Aaron, welcome to the stream. For those wondering, Aaron is the creator of the mod. But yeah, we're gonna need a oh god, we're gonna need a couple more, because what we have like 37. Obviously we're not gonna go for like all 200 here. I don't even think that's possible, because I think first of all, some Pokemon aren't available, and I think some of the warriors don't appear in like certain storylines. But the information on that is not as easy to find. So yeah, let's just go and look at the gallery, and we'll start from that. Also, obviously, we're not going to be able to get the 100% of all these guys, of the warlords. So Harutaka, I believe, needed the Pokemon that was unavailable. But we can start off with this guy, Dragon and Ground, which probably means he needs Garchomp, I'd imagine. Let's see, Narimasa does indeed need Garchomp, which is either going to be in Dragnor or like maybe Terrara. I feel like I may have seen Garchomp, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it's just straight up not in the first campaign. Yeah, no, it is not in the first campaign. Alright, you know, I mean, that figures. That's how it's literally started so far. Dragon Steel for Tomonori, who probably needs he needs Gudra, who, you know what, it could just be possible that a lot of these dragons aren't available in the first storyline. Appreciate you sharing your experience, and I've been enjoying the videos. I'm glad you're having fun with the game. Yeah, no, thanks. Thank you. No, it's been a good game. I already have put a decent amount of time in Conquest on my own time, and just to have something a little different. And then honestly, just an upgrade experience, if we're being honest, is fun. And I imagine the post game will definitely be a lot better, considering that I think one of the main flaws of the original Conquest is that I think a lot of the post game is too easy, because of the fact that you just get fully evolved Pokemons immediately once recruiting a character. And we may have done her. Yeah, we have her. Takatora, I believe, was Charizard, who wasn't available. We've got this guy. He needs a normal and a fire type. So he needs Pyroar. I'm pretty sure Pyroar has been in a few places. Yeah, Aurora and Ignis is kind of what I figured. There are no Pokemon episode restrictions of the Legend of Ronsai for non-legendary Pokemon. Okay. Alright, there's a Pyro over there. We'll just have to reshuffle the thingies a bit. Let's just start off by, I guess, putting in the main character. Followed by, I guess, Rhyperior. I think Rhyperior should be able to handle those Alolan Golems. Then I've actually got to find the guy who we're trying to recruit Pyroar for. Okay. Allied warriors, and let's just... Was it you? It may have been you. It was. Where are you at? You are in Violite, okay. I will say I've forgotten how slow of a process getting all the perfect links is. Because I thought we were going to be able to do this over like 2 campaigns and then for a couple of stragglers go back. But this is probably going to require more than just that. I think I'll just send these 3 out that should be able to handle this. The thing that helps is that Slogan is at least pretty decently strong and doesn't get killed immediately. Yeah, admittedly, that is an annoying spot to be. Alright, that's a mistake. It's not that big of a deal, though. Tried to help the perfect link grind in 2 ways. One, warriors have 70% links with all they share type with, meaning the perfect links are not totally necessary. Yeah, okay. I don't know, I like to perfect link them just for half the sake of, 100% completion and the other sake of... I think it'll be a better way of us, like, experiencing more of the Pokemons, you know what I mean? Because I do believe that, like, some of these guys you'll just not see otherwise, because... Like, I'm assuming that, like, I'm pretty sure you just start off the new post-game stories being, like, somewhere between, like, 10 to 15%. And if you, like, usually you try to reignite or you reunite or conquer as quickly as possible. So likely you'll, instead of in this game or in the first story where, you're like level 70 or 70 link by the end of the, like, post-game campaign, you're probably closer to being maybe 40, give or take. Also, perfect links for regular wars match their type specialty in-game, meaning you don't need documentation, although it is certainly there if people need it. Yeah, you can kind of guess most of it, but it is still nice to just look there for certainty. If anything, it is all relatively obvious, but there's a couple outliers. Like, you wouldn't immediately expect the Rotoms to be in Flora. And it's probably more helpful for the Pokemons that you just don't know are unavailable or are on swarms. He did not die. What a shame. Tornado. Alright, that is the first one of the stream down. Which is... God, who even did we get? Pyro, yeah. Alright, that is... Take a look. Number 38. Rick Hugh, we definitely did. Hideyori. Firefighting, presumably that's Blaziken, but actually it's Infernape. Infernape, we literally just saw, so he's definitely in the game. But we did just battle there. Let's just go next month. Oops. We really don't even need to train. It's you, right? Yeah. Alright, well, no Infernip this time. By the way, you can double tap to make linking twice as fast. Okay, I read that on the last stream, but I was kind of thinking like, I feel like I may have been doing it a couple times, but just pressing a lot. But I feel like it's also pretty mistake driven, or that you can make mistake a lot easier with that. But I'll try it. Let's look. We were going for Infernape. Blue portal's over here. Alright, sure. You can go over here, Rhyperior. The other two just raid. That helps. I don't think we got it. Damn. Goodbye, Infernape. Yeah, I know that works. I'm always one off. Just go away right here. You know, unfortunately can't really do much against Skarmory. You know, one of these days, the portal will align, and then we can finish off Rhyperior, camera up. We could have also stood on the boxes. I don't think they're there in the normal game. I think that's been added, which makes sense, probably to avoid this specific problem. But Infernum is quite good, so I'm glad we have an Infernum now. Alright, that's 39. Yeah, it was just video. I believe we've done this guy already. Yes. Alright, Nobushika. He needs a water flying type. That sounds like Gyarados. Might not be Gyarados, but it's Gyarados. We already have, or we don't have Gyarados. The next guy is Shikayasu, who I just saw needs Kabutops. I've seen Kabutops, but I don't know if that was just from a warrior or not. Presumably either in the rock or water area or not available, because it is a fossil. The fossils have... I can see the fossils being some of those more rare or swarm Pokemon, things like that nature. Let's see if I can find it. Kabutops. He is Justin Fontaine. Alright. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Alright, we need a grass Pokemon for that. Or a... How strong is Cradily? Because Cradily does not seem... He's 46, a little low. Let's give another quick look. Are a lot of Ludicolo? Honestly, probably bring like an Earth guy. I noticed that a lot of the grass guys kinda don't have grass moves. Like, this Hydro just uses ghost type moves. Alright, where's Conkeldurr at? Over here. Gotta recheck who we were. It was the guy. Chikayasu. Oh, those looking guys. Maybe one of these two guys. Noishige Yubei. Nope. Just the guy with the low one Sandslash, maybe? Nope. Yeah, these guys have been perfected, so. It's probably Glisspot guy, huh? Yeah. See, this is why it's nice to kind kind of organize the ones who have 100% over to like a couple of the villages, just so that, you know, you don't have to check every single one of these areas. Also, I mean, with that being said, never mind, Inverness cannot be sent over just yet. There's an equal number of Pokemon that use moves for each type. And each type of Pokemon, it was very important to me that the game was balanced in that way. That makes sense. That makes sense. I just feel like I think a lot of the grass types you get in the early game from the trainers just so happen to not have grass moves. Like, I think when you go to the grass area, I believe the, you know, grass warlord is using a Pokemon with a grass type move. But then, like, you know, Decidueye, Ludicolo, and Breloom all don't use a grass move. There might be some more. I might have just happened to not recruit the ones that did use grass moves. Like, there was a Pangoro in that level. I mean, I guess Cradily uses Giga Drain, although I don't think Cradily was in the grass area. Cradily, I believe, was in the water level, actually, right? If I remember that correctly, at least. Sorry, Conkelder, you're gonna have to hurt a bit. Alright, want to be a little careful with Galissapop because he is weak to rock. Alright, Kabutops. Time to join the army. You have been drafted. Ironically, it's peacetime at the moment, with no more fighting going on. Okay, that is not good. Damn. Can't even reach. Unfortunate. Why don't you go after Swampert? Oh, so that's the poison one, not the psychic one. Alright, well, let's just hope Glisspot survives. Well, it does look like they're... Oh, they might just block. Never mind, they're going after Kingdra. I am fine with that. You will join the army, Kabutops. Kabutops to me has always been such a cool looking Pokemon. It's a shame it's not really that good. At least in the normal games. I haven't really used him in Conquest yet. Alright, good job. This should be neutral at least, nice. Honestly, we weren't really that greatly equipped for this battle. Okay, you don't even hit. Yeah, this might take a couple turns, goddamn. Guts is good though, that's a good boost to get. Oh. Do you have a super potion on you? Yeah, we do. Nice. Sorry, Glizpot. Sometimes you gotta have to hurt a bit. All of the range was lost. Did you lose range? Yes, all of it. Oh, that's great at least. Eat this log. Probably does more damage. We'll need some critical hits here. There is a ability that like boosts critical hits. I know the Kingdra guy, like Kingdra's not his like perfect link Pokemon, but I would assume the Pokemon that perfect links with Kingdra should get the critical hit warrior ability, or at least that'd be really good synergy with Whirlpool and Sniper. Particularly Sniper, I suppose. More so than Whirlpool. Although, doing it 5 times gets you a higher chance, of course, to crit. Which is probably the reason he was given Whirlpool, because it hits 5 times, so, with the crit chances. I don't even know if Sniper is his only ability, so that could also just be a difference factor. I'll also say that, like, the Rotoms are really good. Like, first of all, they all have a pretty solid typing, right? Electric is a good type, defensive typing. Combine it with Levitate, outside of not getting hit super effectively by Earth moves, you also just have the ability to float over stuff, and that is particularly really good for going over, like, annoying terrain, which in general makes flying types quite good in this game, if you ask me. Okay. Next up, Morichica. Water Steel. That might be Empoleon, guys. I don't know. I've got this suspicion that might be Empoleon. Look at that, it's Empoleon. Empoleon, I think I haven't seen him in the wild, really. He might be in the wild, though. Who knows? Empoleon. Empoleon is in Nixtrum. Okay. Interesting. I am not seeing Empoleon here at the moment. Send Inferno away though. I tried to mostly recruit in the early parts of the map, right, in these first couple areas, so that we mostly get guys that need stuff from these villages, so that I don't need to move stuff around as much. I don't know if that makes sense, but I thought that may have been a smart idea. A singular Lapras. That's just nice to have. Like, that almost makes it worth just to look up who Lapras needs. Or who needs Lapras. Lapras is... I mean, at least if I can find it, that's another thing, right? Who requires Lapras? Lapras. Hidemitsu. I'm pretty certain we have Hidemitsu, right? I hope we have him. I feel like I've seen this guy's name, so if we don't have him, I'm gonna be sad. Oof, I did not see him in there. Oh, we don't have him. How disappointing. No easy Lapras, I guess. Empoleon doesn't seem to be particularly common here, though. Oh, there's a rare Pokemon in the Valora Park. Who is this? Is it another Romelawetta? It is. I think I'm fine with just one. Oh, here's Empoleon. There too. Yeah, let's send some of these guys over to a new location. Alright, fighting and what else? Fire, I guess. Where Charizard at? Here you go. I really should just send the guy out there straight away. More Chica. It's Gastrodon guy. Yeah, I'll send in everyone. Why not? Oh, she seems pretty good, so... You use Ice Ball. Makes sense. I mean, it is kind of a signature thing, isn't it? Ice Ball. Which is just Ice Rollout. Way to miss, Walrein. Oof. Oh, pick that. Makes sense. Well, I mean, I guess that helps. Thanks God. Alright. Empoleon obtained. Spicy extract shot out. You know, the thing says like 109, right? And there's plenty of times where you'll do like between 109 and 100, but you'll never do like 110. I've noticed. Okay, good job, Scovillian. Do you have... Okay, Rally, that doesn't really help us here. This will just speed things up. Oh, okay, we're not allowed to link because he's asleep or something. Apparently the Pokemon games have standards too. Goodbye, Breloom. Alright, that's a Larvitar cry, I believe. Yeah, very quickly we're pushing the years on by. You know, when you think about it, we're really just kind of building up a big army after peacetime, which should be a worrying sign. Alright, this guy needs Swampert. Swampert's in, like, Fontaine, right? Might also be in Terrera. No, it's just Fontaine. Shikamatsu, I believe, is, like, the Stunfisk guy, I believe? Yeah. Hey, look at that. There's a Swampert there. Let's bring Staraptor real quick. Wherever the hell that is. He's over here. I will say Staraptor is pretty damn useful. But in general, I find Staraptor to be pretty freaking good. Alright, Stunfish, you get the hell out of there before you get killed. I'm going to be honest, we need to be a little careful with Swampert there, because I wouldn't be surprised if Swampert would just one-shot. Okay, he doesn't, and he Alright. Please link in the first go, otherwise we'll be... Oh, that is not a good thing. He won't ever see this one coming. Alright, guys, I'm gonna be honest, we might just fuck this up. God damn it. God damn it. Fuck. I tried so hard, but in the end it doesn't even matter. He's ripe for the taking here too, like... Someone wants him. He's like, I'm available. Alright, just kill him. Just end it. I mean, at least he got a decent bit of link there, so maybe he'll survive the next time around. I think just the unfortunate part about Stunfisk not really being very strong here. Oh, Lapras is here too. Okay, now we're not going to find Swampert, huh? Rotom washing machine and Kabutops. At least our guys are getting somewhat stronger, right? After like years and years of being training, being in training mode, and still no fucking Swampert. Oh, there's a Swampert. And there's a Golisopod. Alright. We'll bring you too. Less Pokemons that use water attack, so that is also like a thing. Okay, this is unideal. Just go this pot. That's about the only one. You have sprint. The explosion ability would have been nice to have too. Let's not. It's not looking good. Swampert's like all the way over there too. Well, Starmie uses psychic, so he won't hit as hard. I may have set myself up for that one though. By the power of lawnmowers. Be gone, Galissapod. Yeah, you should be safe there. Alright, Intimidate is annoying though. That was on purpose, so that's fine. Haha, guts. Alright, I'll kill you then, I guess. Or not. You know what? Why not? A critical hit wouldn't hurt. Hey, that works. I don't know why he isn't targeting Staraptor, but damn, annoying critical hit. Yeah, whatever. Yay, Stunfisk got to be useful. Boom. Another one. And now we're at the 42. God, it's so slow. It is so slow. Alright, next up is Nurishide. Water Psychic. Starmie, I guess, right? Starmie? Yeah. Starmie's definitely not bad. Although, in story mode, like, once you get Starmie, there's only the poison type guys you really need to face. I'm gonna find where Starmie's at. I can't find Starmie, oh no. Alright, Fontaine and Illusio. Pretty sure he's not in Illusio at the moment, as we were just there. I mean, Fontaine. In Illusio, he is not there either, so. Norishita is, I think, one of these two guys. Yeah, this guy with the Slow King. Alright. A lot of trainers over there. Seems like Starmie doesn't feel like appearing at the moment. Well, whoever needs Drajalgi, he's there. Well, so there's a bunch of Gastrodons, which I believe the Excel sheet mentions it being a swarm Pokemon. Alright, there's one. I'm gonna bring Starmie just to deal with the Overquill, who's been kind of annoying. Also, Swampert can leave. Okay, well, maybe not go to Avia. Well, I mean, at least this baits these guys. There's that. He's dark. I'm a fucking idiot. Fuck. Oh, great. Have I ever told you guys I'm not a huge fan of Overquill? Ooh, 1 HP. No, 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 no. Look at us, super vulnerable. Go after these fellers, please. Thank you. No! No! Oh, I hate this so much. Oh, let's just fucking run at that point. What the? Oh, for fuck's sake. Ugh. Such a waste. Malamar. There's another Starmie. Together with a Gliscopod. Well, let's try again. You know, it's a real nuisance that you can't move or you can't just click on them for them to keep their attack range in, because you also just can't see enough unless you want to constantly play like this. You can't see if they can attack you. But that's probably if there's one thing I'd change that about this game. Because not being able to just see enemy ranges like that is a huge nuisance. And I'm just too lazy to constantly check everything. Huh. Well, whatever. I fucking checked and I thought he didn't hit us. That time he only did like 22 or something like that, so... Nice. We got it that time at least. And I believe with a mighty blow, we should be able to probably one-shot this Obama Snow. Obama Snow. Obama Snow. $58, I don't like that. You can stay there, Slow King. Interference is an annoying ability. Our accuracy may have gone down, but we have a higher hit rate that time. Amazing. Stop it, Ujiteru. You know this is not the way. 69. it was not enough. Oh, I see how it is. Hey, look at that, got a new guy. Alright, that definitely took a bit to get Starmie here. But yeah, it really doesn't help when they're a little under-leveled. Alright, who's next? Takayori was either already done. Yeah, he was done. Tadatsumi. Poison, water, probably Tentacruel. Why would it not be Tentacruel, right? Unless Toxapex was in this game. Yeah, no, it's Tentacruel. Let's just see where this guy is. He might be the Rotom guy, actually. No. Yeah, it's that guy. Well, I mean, let's just look in Viperia. He's not there. I've seen plenty of Tentacruels in Fontaine. Just not at this exact moment. Don't be shy, Tentacruel. I've seen you around. Let's also just stop delegating. I don't think... Like, developing isn't really necessary either. Like, trading is, like, alright to get some guys something, but it's so slow that by the time I get to them, we can just change their rank. Developing, or I mean, delegating is primarily useful for like developing, which is just not as needed because of the things already being built. Oh, look, there's something in Pugilist. Would it be a Meloetta? Oh, look, it's a Meloetta. Okay, there's a Tentacruel. Abominable Snow, you can join in. We'll get rid of Starmie, though. I actually get, like, the good guy in there. He was the Slowbro. Alright, Dragalji's there. We've got the Starmie. And Keller's really here just for shits and giggles, huh? Alright, you go after Starmie. Tentacruel's there. Get you over here. Abominable Snow could be good against Dragalji, but for the most part, I really just want him in the gallery. Nice. Not gonna lie, Tentacruel seemed pretty good because of his pretty high range with the thingy. You know, the thingy. Sludge Bomb. Haha. Oh. Never mind. I'd forgotten that this Slowbro is, like, I think pretty decent in terms of Link. Damn. I knew I should probably use Eagle Eye. Well, let's just wait a turn. You're only doing 17, so. And 161, but that's. That being said, we're knocking out a lot of the Pokemon in Fontaine at the moment, so. That would probably mean that we wouldn't need to go to Fontaine as much. Although I feel like Fontaine had a lot of different Pokemon. Alright, Pokemon number 44 has been obtained. Dosetsu, pretty sure that is Rotom Heat. Yeah, okay, Rotom Heat. Is it the cool Castform guy? No. Interesting choice for Castform Ice, Snow Cone. I feel like that's the one I see the least of, generally speaking. Or is it the Turtonator Lad? Yeah, it's the Turtonator Lad. Alright, well, I believe they're in both Spectra and Volora. That's a lawnmower. A bunch of other stuff, too. The washing machine. Oh, there he is. Along with a whole bunch of other guys. What do we want to bring here? Probably a dark type. Bring Incineroar. Maybe bring Incineroar, and I think we want to bring somebody else. Because if we use Substarmie, so we use our Psychic Lad. Here's Incineroar. Let's make for real little gaps here. Send you there, and let's send you two away to Avia. What else do we want to bring with us? Turtonator, obviously. Kind of unsure, to be honest. I guess we just bring someone strong, like... Let's bring Vaporeon. Vaporeon's always strong. Probably would have brought Starmie if Starmie wasn't. There's no normal or ice Pokemons, type of Pokemons, and I need to change the balance of the types for Castform. Ah, okay. Just to get another ice type. Makes sense, I guess. Because I did notice you put some random typings on some Pokemon. Like, for whatever reason, Cricketune is now part normal type. Alright. Of course. Yeah, and another here Pyro uses Noble, bro. I mean, I get it why. If you saying you wanted to have different moves of like all the typings. Because otherwise, you'd feel kind of jibbed with Pyro using Noble Roar instead of like Fire Blast or something like that. There's a Gengar there. Isn't that neat? Turtonator, you kind of just chill in the middle. Just try to not get hurt until the oven comes here, the easy bake oven. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, that's a mistake. There's Gengar. What do you mean? Oh, he uses close combat. We got no fire types? It's kinda rough. I am so used to Infernape having Fire Blast. That just threw me off completely. Now, Grafai, I believe, is just a poison type in the vanilla game, in the regular games. Why don't you just sit in the corner for a second longer? Why don't you guys just get out of here then, instead? Although I suppose you can then hurt him like for some 45 damage. All right, we may have set these guys up pretty badly if I do that. This way you can only hit one at a time. Of course, choose Incineroar, who's like my important guy, but God, this might be a difficult battle to win. And a really unfortunate miss. Another miss. Alright, one guy down. Also, like, I suppose you're not ghost type. You can do about 30 damage to you, but I don't really want to get... I'm not really feeling like getting hit by a Hydro Pump. Yeah, the Grafai I knew, but I don't even know if it's pronounced Grafai. I just kind of assume it is. Ooh, okay. Right, you're gonna have to get poisoned. Although Vaporeon's at like 87. Vaporeon's a beast. Please have a super potion. Nice. Alright, well you'd think I'd go after you, but I can kill you in one go, so let's do that instead. And for the rest, you go make friends with that oven. Damn, alright. Destroy the boulder, sure. Yeah, we'll get out of this. We'll get out of. Oh yeah, there's the Rotom as well there. Goodbye, Infernape, my beloved. Annoying, but manageable. Alright, Gengar, you can go back to where you came from. Honestly, this was the Rotom I was most worried about, so with that thing gone, we're probably getting through this. Alright, that burn kind of just solidified everything. Ninja guy with Griffeye. To be honest, a lot of the Gen 9 Pokemons I have, like, never used. So they kind of naturally pique my interest a bit more. But nice. That is number 45. Yeah, we got yours. Yours. We don't have you, Taketane. Taketane needs Dracozolt, who is in the insect place. I know that much. Gotta first find Taketane, though. Taketane is... It might be the... yeah, he's the Rotom Mole. Cresselia, I've seen these guys here. It will make sense for them to be in Violite as well, honestly. Oh, look, it's our Cresselia. Why does this random dude have Cresselia? This random dude has a Cresselia. That seems like it. I mean, that seems like it shouldn't be. But, you know, we've had so many Cresselia shit happen. Oh, look at that. There's Arceus. Well, I mean, he's a dragon type, right? He'd logically only be in. I've seen Draco's ult here, so I know he can be there. He's usually kind of a nuisance. Usually I'd be bringing something to take care of bugs, and not a dragon electric type. There he is. Alright. And I'll send you over to the displays, and Konoichi, you can come back here. I will say, in the playthrough, Incineroar didn't seem that useful, but he has been really good in the second playthrough and in this. Just bring everyone, it's fine. I think some of these guys are also new guys. Alright, where is my boy? He's over here. First things first. We don't have a great options. We don't have great options against Wormadam. Wormadam. Oh, Lee Storm is pretty good. Scorching Sand honestly isn't too bad either. That's nice. I do have the mid. I don't know why that guy has a Meloetta. Oh. I mean, who knows? I mean, they've been Meloetta hasn't been that uncommon. I gotta say, Draco's whole being in the bug place is also really random. I know there is the trainer that is... I know the trainer has him that you fight here, but still, it's kind of a little strange. Okay, Rage Fist is a 5-time move. It's gonna hurt you a lot more, Clay, than it's gonna hurt Wormadam, but... Congratulations, you got your Drake result, who sounds specifically or very suspiciously like an Aeron. It is kind of a downgrade from Rotom, but that's fine. Okay. We made some progress, right? I mean, we've done like 9. 9 does not seem like a whole lot for, like, well, never mind. We haven't been going as long as I thought we were. Okay, Kyo, I think we've done. I think you're pretty darn sure there's a Shiftry and this one's Heliolisk, right? Takeyoshi. Hey, this is Ludicolo guy. Is that the Quick Dilly guy? Yeah. You know, Ludicolo has been quite common, but the moment I need him, he's not here. The Vaporeon, you may as well now leave for Draco's ult. Yeah, none of these other guys are 100%. The Pokemon Kingdoms that match their habitat location, terrain, it's not based on their type, i.e. water type and Fontaine. habitat and terrain. I don't know, it still kind of looks like most of the water types are in the water area in that sort of regard. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, suddenly Ludicolo is like not feeling it. He might be in Greenleaf. It's Meloetta again. There he is. There you go. We're really missing like a good grass guy. Although we got Conkelder to somewhat fill that role. Alright, where's my boy Ludicolo? On the complete other side of Cradilli. Figures as much, but... I did not realize we put you here. It's fine, but... Okay, you can just chill in that trap, Cradilli. Damn, they be making moves. What do you mean my boy can't punch a log? It's like, fighting type would seem like it'd be the most suited to just punch anything. Instead, we're gonna have to just punch Glisspot a little bit. Glop. You know, Kabutops, can you like move? Like just go anywhere else? Thank you. Oh no. Grovile has died. Okay. I don't want to go through this again. Conkelder, why couldn't you be at a different spot? Oh, wait. Let's go. Good. And he's got Storm Drain. I'm like 99% sure of it, right? Yeah. No, you do not. Ludicolo, you really want to hit... Okay, it only does 15. Thank the Lord. I felt like that was impossible. Let's do this just to, you know. bait him out into doing something else. Okay, never mind. That does. Hey, more health. Nice. Good, 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 good. It did not feel like we could get that one in one go. Healing moves can interact with obstacles. Oh! That's it. Yeah, maybe Frontier wasn't the best example because water type generally in the ocean, but Empoleon lives around the ice, so next to him. Alright, I mean, I get. Makes sense, I guess. The way you put it there makes more sense. Although, like, you know, where in the hell does a Draco's live? In a fucking laboratory, that is where you should live. I mean, no criticism, by the way. It's just a wondering. But nice, got Ludicolo. 47. Woohoo. Alright, okay. It's a grass flying type that sounds like Tropius. Tropius has been kind of a pain in the ass. It is a Tropius too. In most of these battles by the sheer fact that he uses flying moves, and we've brought a lot of like fire fighting types, things like that. Alright, there's the sweet old lady. Is it the double old lady? No, that's Tenkai. Ichi 3. Is it the Decidueye lady? Oh. We haven't been to Greenleaf in a bit, and there's two trophies just waiting for us. Yeah, sorry for the coughing, by the way. I have been on a coughing spree this entire day. Alright. Let's bring you just in case. There's also a Ludicolo here. Decidueye, good job by starting on the completely opposite end. And oh yeah, you're weak to fucking flying. Let's just kill this first one. Oh yeah, Ludicolo. I didn't really bring someone that good against this guy. Although Ice and Fire is neutral, so we probably have enough damage in our pocket for us to take care of it. Ooh, nice. Nice! The cats from also levitate, which I mean, the Pokemon levitates in real life, so it makes sense. I know in the normal games he's got his, you know, cast form ability instead, which makes sense. But, like, yeah, you'd think he'd have levitate if he wouldn't have that ability, because he literally levitates. Although, realistically, it's more like he hangs on a string when you think about what it's actually, like, based off of. Alright, it is time to murder Ludicolo. Let's drown him. Oh wait, that doesn't really work. Never mind, I'll just take him. This might be faster. That's what I'm talking about. Speed. This is... We just defeated fucking Ludicolo by kidnapping him. Ludicolo has successfully been kidnapped. Alright, it's been going a little faster now. Let's send some of these guys off to these places. Let's see, there's 6 guys on all of these spots. Yeah, we've filled this spot out pretty well. I guess our next base of operations will be Illusio. Yet we don't have all too many spots available, so to speak. Somebody else is like finished off as well, I believe. Ludicolo. I think that's it for the moment. All right. Takatomo is already done. Sadatoshi is the Levani guy. Tadamoto. He needs Annihilate. Well, let's just check where he is. Annihilate is unavailable in round. See, there's a good thing why I checked. Kinda means we don't really need Tadamoto, but I think once we've started to like run out of space, I might, you know, rid myself of the ones that don't have an available recruitment. Yeah, here's Masatoshi. Masatoshi needs Heracross. Have we seen Heracross? Yeah, no, we have not seen Heracross. Heracross is also unavailable. Kanamori, I'd assume this is Quaquaval. I got a lot of the water starters are in this game, huh? He's in Pugilist, yeah, I've seen him there. I haven't seen this Kanamori feller though. Is he the Annihilate guy? I would assume so. He seems like the only. I'll say this guy's sprite just doesn't. The visor, right, to me feels a little out of place. Like, we've got ninjas and then you've got a fucking guy with a visor. It just, I feel like it just doesn't match that well. Quaquaval, be here. Where are you at, Quaquaval? When we needed you most, you disappeared. Oh, there you are. And there's Draco's ult. Chillin'. Also, I know we already got this guy for like Pomo or Pomot, but alright, we want some like, but we want Star Raptor, maybe Star Me. So let's say goodbye to these two guys. I will say, I feel like a lot of the Pokemons we've gotten from Fontaine have been... We probably don't have to put a lot of, like, good units there. I'm gonna use everyone here. I might not have gotten everyone in the gallery we have here. Annihilate, but the wrong side figures as much. I think you use poison moves, yeah. The fridge is probably not that great over here, but he is strong. Admittedly, though, at this point, I feel like a lot of the guys, or a lot of the units we have a pretty solid thingy, linked level. Hey, what you gonna do? You gonna hit me with your fighting moves? Good luck with that. Okay, why are you running away, Quaquafall? $110, damn. Dusknoir be doing damage? A lot more than you'd think. I don't know, it's just like Dusknoir really isn't a damage dealer in the normal games, so yeah, kind of just you'd think he'd be a high defense monster more than like a high attack, but I don't know how the stats have been worked out. I don't know if it just copied. It probably doesn't, because there's, you know, that wouldn't make sense. So they're probably, I don't know where how these stats were chosen, but you'd think they'd somewhat match the actual games. Alright, Canamore, I think this Quarkwell just doesn't like you very much. Also, Wave Crash, or I mean, Aqua Step seems like a really good move if it just increases speed, because more speed means higher evasion, which, like, I feel like after like 2 or 3 Aqua Steps, you're never hitting this guy. Alright, Quaquaval is ours. And also perfect link number 49. Tokitaka with well, I mean, that probably would make you the Blaziken one then. Although I feel like we haven't seen Blaziken as a wild Pokemon, like, at all. Could be wrong about that, though. There's some Pugilist and Chrysalia, okay. Tokitaka's an old man. Oh, there's a Blaziken. I think this guy's Tokitaka, but just checking. No, that's not a Mitsu. Sorry. Set changes usually last for one turn in Conquest unless otherwise specified. For what it's worth, though, so no, Quackfall can't get +3 from Aqua Step, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. Would be a little busted if it was. Alright, where's the other old guy? He was there from the start. Presuming that it is actually that guy. Yep. Alright, it's the bug area. Probably want our boy Staraptor again. Yeah, sure. Alright, that actually works out. Cypher probably uses X-Scissor, right? Or Freer Cutter. Alright, for you to die if Horn or Mega Horn actually hits, which it does not. Grass Cloak. Seems like a pretty good ability. Death to Cricketone. Woohoo guts. Our accuracy's gone down even more, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Go up. 140. Ah, apparently we can Kukuden. Also level 70, let's go. Alright, go chill in Terrara. That is not how I remember Blaziken sounding, but sure. I just find the mismatching of the Pokemon cries to be kind of funny. Also, that is Perfect Link number 50, and so we are 1/4 through that. Which is only... honestly, if we can get, like... in this stream, I'm gonna probably hope to get 60, maybe. If that's even possible. I'm gonna try and push for 60. for the before the end of the stream, and then maybe if we do one more stream, we can get up to like 80, and then I'll probably leave this run and go on to the next one. I believe we did get you Toxic Croak. Yeah, you got Rhyperior. You have nothing. Haruyuki. Gligar. I mean Gliscor. I think I've seen Gliscor in Chrysalia. I've seen him in a couple places, but I'm gonna just check that out in the docks. Gliscor. Always scroll too far. Where is Gliscor? Greenleaf and Viperia. I was wrong about that. Excuse me. He is in Greenleaf and Viperia. Is it you? Yeah. It is Claydol Lad. There's a Shiftry. Hey, there's Glasgow. I think we want a water type with us. Let's bring Vaporeon over here. Where you at, Vaporeon? Okay, we should have enough. There's Garganacl. You know, if it is anything, Garganacl definitely sounds like a Pokemon, if you ask me. Damn. Time to die. Yeah, I will say, Overqwill's just got so much defense. Like, we have not had an easy time beating him at all. 12, that's a disappointing amount. Why don't you just leave lunchbox? Nice. Double miss. Let's go. You're mine, Gliscor. You will become my property. Kingdra, you know, you can also crit. Like, don't be shy. You can get a critical hit if you want. Alright, I would have liked that to be a kill, but let's just get rid of Garganacl. I mean, you're gonna probably die from this, but to do 28 damage, it is slightly worth it. Like, Poison Dark is a underratedly good typing. Like, if it was for the fact that, like, Skuntank fucking sucks, the Poison Dark typing would be definitely much more respected. Although I've used some Skuntanks to some good usage. But, like, the only reason why Skuntank is somewhat good is because of his typing. Oh, you're not even using Ice Beam. I was thinking the whole time you were using Ice Beam, but you're using Weather Ball. Hooray! No! You soiled it! Oh, why did you rally? I mean, that could have been useful, maybe, but... Alright. Get that motherfucker. Look at that, we got Garganackle. We got this dude. We only have so many spots left, so... I might just, like, stop recruiting guys after this point and just, like, just kind of be a bit pick and choosy. Alright, number 51. Masekage. That's looking like Golurk. It is Golurk. Golurk, or should I say Monferno? Gosh, we're easy. Using Terrera and Dragnor, well, we cannot get anything from Dragnor at the moment, so like that's gonna be Terrera or bust. Also, let's just quickly find the guy. Masekage was the name, yeah. He is probably the guy with the Dusknoir. Yeah, the Dusknoir lad. Sanakana. Also not someone we've seen a lot. Yeah, no Golurks yet. I know I haven't really looked in Terraria a lot. So here's Golurk. Hey, look at that. That's beautiful. That is genuinely a beautiful thing that happened there. It is a beautiful little thing that happened there. It is a group of people that we have, for the most part, not used. Let's throw Druid Result on the side. I think Jinpachi is someone who needs a Pokemon we can't get. But, like, this is just beautiful. Just a day in the park, just Dusknoir, Golurk, and Masakago, who's got a healthy... He's just a fan of Dusknoir, or I mean a fan of Golurk. They met at a park once. It was a beautiful little date. And then they became life partners. Don't question it too much. So don't kill me, Golurk. Said don't kill me, alright. Hooray, look at that. Like, if only they could all just be like that, and I don't have to fight an entire army of Pokemons to get to, like, one specific guy. Alright, that is number 52. Who's next? Pretty sure we've done this guy. Yeah, that's that's Gastro guy. Ume. Pretty sure we've done her too. I think this guy automatically is perfect linked. We're just Nizers. 4 guys who are automatically perfect linked from the story mode. Here's Tsunamoto. Now, Tsunamoto, he needs Delibird. Now, why would Delibird... Actually, I know Delibird's in Illusio as well. I've had to deal with that motherfucker a couple times. Is that just Garganacl guy? No. That's Zone. Yeah, Castform. I mean, it makes sense. He does have a Castform already. So... Damn, it's a girl with Tyranitar. So it's a little girl with Tyranitar. Just a singular starting. Other Pokemon. Everyone bought Delibird. Even Bronzong. But where is Delibird now? Suddenly Delibird does not want to show up. So he does not. Delibird, where you at? Really? Come on now. Come on now. Borgan Z is gonna say that's the trainer. It's like they know I need Delibird. It's like they goddamn know. That's a Delibird trainer. It's just to rub it in. Can't we just like Team Rocket style steal that guy's Delibird? Okay. They like really suddenly don't want to show Delibird. I'd feel a little weird if sudden Avia. He's in Avia. What? I do not remember. I remember fighting against Delibird a lot. There he is. Just chilling there. Let's just fight this one instead. Madame, you chill in Illusion. We'll just send out everyone. Why not? I wonder if you can get slacking in this game, in this game's version. You can get slacking, yeah. I've seen at least a trainer with slacking. I think slacking, however, is post game. All right, Swampert, you be bait. All our good guys are on that sector. Hey, Swampert was a bait. Nice. I recommend getting a good ability on him. Oh God. He's got Nomad. Is that the good ability? Is Nomad the good ability? I wonder. I hope so. Nice. Hooray. We take those. And now we kill this thing. Not. To be honest, it'd be like pretty cool if, you know, nobody's good for flying Pokemon or flying types since they have high range. Yeah, I haven't looked into what Nomad does. It's like the first time I actually noticed it. Okay, well, I may have let you guys be a little vulnerable, but get him, cast form. Orbeetle. Do your Orbeetle things. You, Sucker Punch. You do this. I think this, like, poisons quite a lot. Yeah, Nomad is exclusive to Delibird in this game. It's Rayquaza's ability in the vanilla. Yeah, I remember getting the legendaries, but I don't remember really using them a lot. Which is kind of just the nature of legendaries in general. That's cool. Maybe we'll get to use sorry, Motozane, nothing personal. Maybe we'll get to use Delibird in like a future thingy, in a future story. Only 57% though, but it doesn't really matter for this one. It's not like we have any big fights. Just checking. You're just a random grove of Quarkleval. Glasgow is the 100%. There we can send you over here. The lurks 100% too. I feel like we really haven't gone to Crackspur all that often. So let's make Crackspur the new place to put in our 1% or 100%ers. We've still got a couple to go, but we've been making some solid progress. As yeah, like we've got like all of those guys are 100% link guys. Moon Toki. Dragon flying. Probably need Dragon Knight. Who is likely unobtainable. Actually you need Noivern. We've seen Noivern. Noivern is an Avia. Maybe in Dragnor as well, but Dragnor is unavailable. Moon Toki. Not you. Might be Levani guy. Yeah, that's Masatoshi. Big difference. Is it the Driftbloom lad? That will make sense. Yeah. I mean, it figures Noivern's not there then. I said, I went next month, right? Why is the same Pokemon? I feel like this is an insult to me. This is a personal insult. Alright, Shifter, you're not that great here. Let's just see if we've got like an ice type maybe. Let's send Hexorus, you come in. We'll get Frostmoth too. That's the ice area. Let's bring... yeah, sure, Swampert, you can go there. Do your thing. Orbeetle, you go to Crackspur. And now our bro with the Dribblum can go get a Noivern, which that should be a big upgrade from Drifloon. Although I will say the explosion ability is actually, I think, legitimately quite good. There's an Noivern. We'll make you take care of that. What do you use? Hurricane. Unfortunate. Alright, Northern, you're mine. Boom. I think Shingen's Perfect Link is Landers, ground, and flying Pokemon. Or flying time Pokemon. I don't I don't understand the sentence outside of that you think that Landers is the perfect link for Shingen, which might be the case. I don't remember. I think in the original, it's obviously Rhyperior and Groudon. Doesn't he have a whole like Groudon cosplay or something like that? No. Damn. That don't work. Yeah, let's just do that then instead. That doesn't work great. Good job, Frostmoth. Only like 56%. Alright. Probably explains why she had such shitty hit rates. And that is another one added to the list. Noivern, that should be pretty good. 54. Alright. Let's go this side. It's probably quicker at this point. So yeah, Yoshi. Pretty sure we have done that. Yeah, Yoshi has Aerodactyl and Kagekatse probably needs Gallade. Who I have seen before in this place. I'm gonna assume you're the Sneasler? No, that's Yoshitatsu, the wrestler. It's the Orbeetle guy. Yeah. Now please show me Gallade on his own. That would be cool. Nope. We cannot have nice things. There's a rare Pokemon in Valora. Would it potentially be Meloetta? Yeah, it is. See, maybe this is why everyone now suddenly has a Meloetta. It's because he always appears every fucking 4 months. Oh, there's a Gallade. And there's Meloetta again. Just bring the whole gang. Gallade, someone in the middle. But Orbeetle don't care. He's just doing his Orbeetle thing. Starmie, you're going to be important here. There's Halucha. And my boy's got a Salt Rock. I had a friend who had a Salt Rock, right? And he fucking eviscerated that thing with his fucking tongue. Although, dude, it's real fucking gross, but like, he was a child, so when he did that, supposedly, right? But, alright, Halucha, you have to die. This, yeah, Garganacl doesn't need to take this abuse. You can miss though. Garganacl does deserve this abuse. Meloetta is in the EV slot, so It appears like Eevee does in the video game. Oh. 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 Alright. Please kill Fridge. No. That's not even worth it. Delay's going over there, so we may as well throw you in. We really all be ganging up on Garganackle, huh? Do you not have like a... I don't think that boost range, but you can give it a good old college try. Actually, plus speed should raise your accuracy by just the fact that you're now not as slow. Alright, that thing's done. Orbeetle you get over here. And you guys bait out Gallade because we need to get Gallade. Gallade, my beloved, you must join us. Ooh, nice. Good job, Starmie. Alright, just Mudsdale. See, Mudsdale's fighting typing I don't understand. I'm assuming you done it for the sake of just getting more fighting types in. But that one seems more out of place to me. Do your thing, Orbeetle. 16. You know, good critical hit. Nice. Good. That's finished. Sorry, I'm sorry, Takahisa. We're not letting anyone join the army anymore. At least until I've like basically perfect linked everyone I have at the moment, and then I'll just weed out the ones who we can't get their perfect Pokemon yet, and then we might go a little further after that, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Honestly, if we reach like 85 or something like that, I might just be fine with it, you know what I mean? 55 though. We're making steady progression. Alright. Alright, Kakakatsu was just Tomonobu is probably the Orbeetle guy. Yes. Kagie. He needs probably Lunatone. Yeah, no ground fighting type had to fill in something, but Mudsdale was probably the biggest stretch. Yeah. Is there no ground fighting type? There is just Terrakion, but that's legendary. I can understand why you may not have put him in. He probably one of the more regular use. Ground type. Yeah, no, he needs Lunatone. Lunatone. He's in Illusion, I know that much. Where this guy is though. Is he the Kabutops guy? Yeah. He's in Illugio usually. I say usually. Hey, there he is. Do you have a good setup for this fight? Not really, but... Wormnet really sucks. Great Tusk, but it's a legendary Pokemon. Oh, yeah, Trekken's rock fighting, yeah. Is Great Tusk really the only ground fighting type? I don't know. I feel like there should be more than that. Right? I mean, I'm assuming you looked all of this up multiple times for making your selection, so you probably know better than I do. Are Paradox Pokemons considered to be legendaries? I mean, stat-wise, probably, right? Hey, Quaquaval, we got Quaquaval. Just get Gligar over here. Lunatone's chilling there. Gallade. Sure, you go after Gallade. Lunatone's just fucking destroying boulders. That's just his thing, I guess. On the second floor, I probably want to get Blaziken over to these two guys because, well, that guy's got Levitate, but you can take that one. Yeah. But you can go kick this dude, or not. He's got like Flame Body or something like that, or Flash Fire. Yeah. Interesting. I don't remember what Hisuian technically their own, yeah. I mean stat. I think the stat thing is probably the most important determinator for that, right? Although I suppose you can just give them shit stats, but that'd just be kind of weird. No. Stop it. Good thing we burned this dude. Otherwise, this could have been an issue. Did we kill it? No. What's your effect? Added bonus. Sorry, Blaziken, you're gonna have to take the hit. Yeah, sure, whatever. Screw you. Screw you, Gallade. It's not gonna end well with Quaquaval. You're mine, Lunatone. You know, Lunatone is such a mediocre Pokemon stat-wise, but like, Lunatone was like half decent in 3rd gen. This Pokemon got like power crap the hell out of the game. Kinda happens with a lot of Pokemons, but like, Lunatone was one of those Pokemon that was like, Surprise was actually quite solid back in the day. I just knew it. Like, it can learn Ice Beam. I think that's pretty neat. Alright, time to die, Gallade. You have committed too many sins. Alright. It's a choice. Burn, please. Alright, I can chill. Yeah, this works. Critical hit would be nice too. Oops. Oops. Kill a Quackle please. That's how I felt like kind of a fitting scream for Lunatone. Not gonna lie. 56. Alright, Takahiro is the next one. You need Melamar, I believe. This guy got Slowbro. This thing, Rumadam, Frostmoth, Wokix, Yanmega, Shedinja, Ariados. Alright, Son is next. So a couple guys in a row. He needs Tyranitar. I'm like 99% sure he's not available. Nope. Alright, we move on. We move on. Yeah, we don't have Tsunashige's guy. Tsunashige needs Rampardos, who probably is in the rock area. Isn't Greenleaf not available? Okay. Good thing then that we did not go there. Ujimasa. Electric Rock, we got him. Ujiteru, we definitely don't have him. Ice Rock. Ice Rock. Mega Glalie, of course. Aurora's I think I've seen in Nick's Storm. Also, I believe this guy's is a 100%. Yeah, this guy too. Got even more than we thought. This kind of look for the guy. I think it's this guy right there. Abominous new. Yeah. Is there an Aurora's here? Yes, there is. Together with his creepy Mr. Rhyme, Hisuian Zoroark. The fighting types there aren't bad. Let's get another fighting type going on over there. Like Infernape, who exclusively uses fighting type moves. Alright, lads, let's go. Ha 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 ha. You missed. So we're doing better damage against this one. I remember this one in the story mode was a pain. But I think this one doesn't have actually it does have interference. Nice, good. Punch you. Alright, it's gonna take a sec. This one is Ice Stab, right? Ice Psychic? Yeah. Ice doesn't even resist ice, so. Nah, you're screwed. I swear, it feels like everyone has a super potion, honestly. Now to just finish this fucker off. Nice. As a reminder, there's a small update that I put out about a month ago. It only takes like 30 seconds to update, but it's weird. Alright. Yeah. We're at 57. I think I'll go till we get 60, and then finish this off. Yeah, not you. You guys go and chill and correct Spur Witch. I think because of that we have filled up another entire city. Alright. Where to put people? Aurora will, I guess, become our new hub. Right. What did we just do? Muscle tuning? I think we just did this guy, right? No. Like we just did Uji Masa, I think, or Uji Terra. Uji Terra. Alright. Uji Kuni. Fire Rock. That's the Arcanine one, I think. Pretty certain, at least. And Arcanine is not available yet. It's the Arcanine guy. Uji now needs Cradilly. We haven't done this one, right? No. Alright, Uji now I've seen in Greenleaf. Or I mean Cradilly. I think he's at... Ooh, damn, there's a lot of cleavers. Greenleaf or Fontaine? I believe it's either Greenleaf or Fontaine. Might just be Fontaine. I've definitely seen him here. Yeah, there's a Cradilly with like 100 million other water Pokemon who are like not that easy to beat. Yeah, let's just replace someone for Uji now who is probably this guy with the Cypher. Nope. It's the Tropius guy. We're not very far off from... Honestly, if we get to 60, it's been like a pretty solid stream in terms of getting stuff. I mean, that... Gosh, that technically means that we got like 23, which doesn't feel like much. But I mean, it is like a chunk. It is a chunk, at least, out of it. Alright, Conkelly, I guess you just go that way because there's not much of a choice, really. So the thing is here, Asai's here for some reason. Sure. Yeah, okay, that is a slight mistake. Not great. Alright, I was gonna be a little afraid then I realized Lapras uses Surf instead of Ice Beam. Okay, that is annoying though. Alright, a nice guts boost. Okay, that tentacle might actually become an issue. Yeah, double tapping seems to cause me to also accidentally click the button twice. Shackle. It's lowering our range, which is annoying, but we'll get you this time. Alright, time for a mighty blow. 72, let's go! Conkelder is still really strong. And yeah, that's another perfect link. In Fontaine. And that is number 58. Shizuka Madoka. I think Shizuka was already done, yeah. Madoka was done. Yoshitatsu. I mean, this guy needs a poison ghost type, which is probably Gengar, right? Yeah, Gengar. Alright, let's just see where Yoshitatsu is to begin with. I think it is the Sneasler guy. Yeah. We had Gengar. Not today. Admittedly, Spectra is... The Rotoms are not easy to deal with, so... Generally speaking... I'm assuming Spectra's the only place where Gengar's at. I mean, yeah, you know what, I'll double check. Gengar. Also in Viperia. Right. Viperia. Probably only in the cave, but I'll check both. Doesn't take much longer. Damn. That's just a Dusclops orgy. Oh, there's a Gengar there. Followed by all these other guys. Oh, let's look. Area dose. You can go into Aurora and do your thing there. And then we send out the Sneasler. I mean, this still got like pretty strong guys like Salamence and Aerodactyl. Armor Rouge should be able to do that. Yeah, it's probably fine. Alright. Gengar is like as far away as possibly can be. Just see where he goes. Get you here. You use Gunk Shot. Yeah, and not really useful here. You can go over there then. Salamence, you go over this way and Shiftry. You don't have much against Grafai, to be honest. .287, that's nice. Arm Cannon, let's go. You have to really have it up for Salamence. Alright, that went smoothly. That was very smoothly. Alright, now he has to deal with that Grafai and Quinklang. Gengar number 59. Good. There you have, like, we're close to getting the full rotation. We did just do Yoshitatsu. Itetsu will probably be the one for last if this isn't Goldengo. I'm assuming Goldengo is not available, right? I haven't seen Goldengo outside of that one fight in the story mode. Is Goldengo a pseudo legendary? I've not used Gimme Ghoul or Goldengo like yet in the playthrough, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, Goldengo is not available yet. That's fine. Asa, yeah, I've got Trevenant for her already. That one happened actually off screen, by the way. Normal steel type. Dub wool Tenkai. She needs a steel type. This lady will need her. She's a lady of hard steel. She wants a Clang. Nah, we may have just seen it, Clang. But it might just be at Valora too. It's not, but could have. I think she's the double lady. Yeah. A Rev of Room. It's a trainer with a Clang. Alright. That changes things. Didn't realize she was from a trainer. Yeah, it really doesn't make sense for it to be in a random cave in Viperia, right? It's in Valora and Illusia, okay. War Beetle. Hey, there's a Clang. And there's a Clang too. I prefer probably the ice one, if I'm being honest. Right, you can dip Lunatone to that place. Tenkai was... She was around here. It's the double. I do have to be a little careful, careful with not getting hit by Gastrodon here. Typhlosion uses ghost type moves, so you can't do much. Hey, look at that. Please don't have Storm Drain. Water. Ah, dicks. Ah, dicks. It's not good. Wee. You're mine, Clang. Perfect. Don't be nervous. Okay, it did not die. Alright. This should be done in a minute. Alright. So yeah, that is Cling Clang. That is not 56. That is 60 perfect links, which is a pretty decent amount. I think we made some good progress today. Probably gonna do one more stream to finish things off a bit for this one, and then we can get started with the post game. But yeah, it's a fucking slow process, man. A slow process. But yeah, there's a lot of guys in here that I think we cannot like free wars. How many free wars are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Damn. Like, we can't even hold all of those. And also, Meluella isn't named for some reason either. That does not look good. Who knows? It is a little weird because I don't think any trainer starts off with an EV either, right? If it's in that slot. But then again, if we recruit him, we can probably just like make him get the guy he's supposed to have. Who knows? But yeah, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll probably stream tomorrow. Probably. But yeah, everyone, have a good night, and we'll get this shit done, you know what I mean? Alright, goodbye.